So next up, podcast listeners, Pelosi becomes a meme. Pelosi becomes a meme during the State of the Union address. She sparks a new SOTU meme during Biden's burn pits moment. So we have to set this up. So House Speaker Nancy Pelosi drew massive attention on social media during President Biden's State of the Union address Tuesday evening for her oddly giddy reaction to Biden's remarks about burn pits in the Middle East. During his address, the president outlined 4 items in a unity agenda for the nation that included support for U.S. veterans. Quote, my administration is providing assistance with job training and housing, and now helping lower income veterans get VA care debt-free. Our troops, quote, in Iraq and Afghanistan faced many dangers. One was stationed at bases and breathing in toxic smoke. Toxic smoke from burn pits, the president continued to applause. Many of you have been there. So what this is a giveaway, of course, by the Democrats to try to buy off the military with a large amount of free money to say, well, you were exposed to something bad. You're in the military. Of course, you're exposed to things bad, by the way. And therefore, you can get out of ever having to work again in your life, even if there's nothing wrong with you, and we're going to give you a big pot of money. So Nancy Pelosi, of course, this was her idea. And I think we have a tweet on this, an actual clip, don't we? We do. So we have a clip on this, podcast listeners, and Nancy Pelosi, as she's sitting behind the president of the United States, gets up and she goes like this. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's so creepy. We have that clip, and here it is.
And our troops in Iraq in Afghanistan have faced many dangers, one being stationed at bases breathing in toxic smoke from burn pits. Many of you have been there.
So then Nancy gets up and she's like this. And why? Why is she so excited? And it became a meme. She's so excited, podcast listeners and Matt, because of the fact that she thinks that this pot of money is going to be able to buy off the military and the veterans and the people still serving, because they'll get a pot of money, and in return, they're going to show their fealty to the Democrat Party for giving them cash.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like she just won the lottery.
It's like Nancy Pelosi's lottery. You know, actually, Nancy Pelosi's lottery is really just follow her stocks. Yeah, that's just like the lottery.
That
right?
is a sound investment tip there.
Yes.
That might even be better than Elon.
It is. I actually have a friend who follows Nancy Pelosi because there's a site out there that says Nancy Pelosi stock picks. And she just follows Nancy Pelosi's stock picks, and they always turn out really well.
But like, what drives these people? I mean, it's got to be self-preservation, power. I mean, you can tell like
corruption,
strife.
It shows you. Look,
we're going to do this.
The founding fathers knew that when a government had the ability to be able to pay off interest groups, that would potentially be the end of democracy, which technically, of course, is a democratically elected republic. We have a democratic republic, speak Mark. And the founding fathers, warned of the possibility that we could eventually have a government that just went and spent out of control and just buy off interest groups. And by the way, either party can do that. It's not just the Democrat Party, folks. The Republican Party has tried to do that too, right? Through specialized tax credits and breaks to certain individuals and or industries. This is something that's always upset me about, government. I don't even know how to fix it. But of course, Nancy Pelosi, she's an expert on this, right?
Right. I mean, because she's been doing it for 40, 50 years.
It's her life. And she's so good at
it. Well, she's so good at it. She's risen to the top of her caucus.
She's risen to the top of her caucus. She's ahead of one of the most powerful people in the country. And at the same time, doesn't care about destroying the country in the process and our traditions, right? It's just there's no longer
she thinks the whole country's, the west
like
side,
her.
Well, the west side of San Francisco.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Extremely wealthy. And you have two classes in San Francisco. They're really poor and they're really rich. Like the middle class is disappearing really fast.